Good morning. Yeah, it was from last night, Corey. So I've just got up and I had a good day yesterday, so I decided to, get those lights out of the way. Yeah, so I moved some things and then I just came straight out for breakfast because of, like I say, I had a good day, so today I can relax a bit. I don't know if John, I don't know if John's watching, the guy that made a really good day from yesterday. But thanks a lot, John, if you are watching. Thank you. Yeah, so I asked, this guy was asking to meet me or help him, and I thought he was from overseas. So I said, look, I can't help you. But it turns out he wasn't overseas. He was in Japan, and he said he could help me. And so I asked him, could he come and drive for me on Sunday? And he said, yeah, and he did. And it was it was very helpful, to say the least. And so last night went back to Nagoya, found him a hotel to stay in, cheap place, and then we went out drinking. Now John doesn't drink all that much, but he did last night, so I'm hoping he's okay this morning. And I met a girl that worked at Uber, so I met her, and I don't know if it was her boyfriend, but a very interesting chap who was working for the airlines. A very gregarious character, to say the least. Fucking thing. I say, don't finger your screen. Fucking thing. Hey J-Vlog, alright pal? I'm trying to close this fucking screen. This is a fucking... When I wanted to do this yesterday to make it go... Oh, fucking hell. When I wanted to... Okay. Don't finger the screen. A Lust for Liberty. Thank you, Siggy. Alex said to Corey, just got rid of that dickhead. Yeah, I just went to bed like this and I got up like this and then I just came in. I had a very good day. Fucking hell, don't look at. That's the first time I've had one of these eggs and it's not got green around the egg. Come on, what the fuck are the spoons? Excuse me for eating. I think that. Hello, Tom Powers. What's the plan for today? Are you in Gusto? Are you in Gusto, J-Vlog? Sorry, mate, I forgot your name. Now, J-Vlog, for the guys watching, J-Vlog was a fan of Ryan Boundless, and then he had a go at me for having a go at Ryan Boundless. And then I gave J-Vlog a shout out, and I got a few more viewers. And J-Vlog is from J-Vlog is from Canada, and he moved back to Japan with his wife. Not very happy with his wife, and I think he's thinking of offloading her. Is that right, J-Vlog? Did you get that sorted out yet? Yeah, at home game, okay. Yeah, so please have a look at J-Vlog's channel. Same as usual, Corey. Toast set. And J-Vlog is also, he's a fan of Gusto. J-Vlog, are the glasses in your Gusto clean? Oh, really? Oh, fuck no, that tea's too strong now. So last night, me and this guy that was John from Canada, we were going around all the hubs, but the hubs are the same pub, and so I took him around all the hubs, and it confused him a bit. A cheap Chinese restaurant, you don't want to go in one of those. And at the last place near the last place near the station, this girl walks in. And I said she's my boss at Uber. Really lovely girl. Her dad's a stuntman, and she won a Disney competition, and she interviewed Maisie from the Game of Thrones. And last night when I asked her about it, she couldn't even remember what, what she'd done. Oh, cool. But what dogs have you got, Corey? Jay, I've told them, I said to them, when I worked in Tokyo at a Mexican restaurant, the first thing the guy said to me, Patrick from Belgium, ex-drug dealer, he said to me, don't put the glasses in with the pots, because when he's washing the pots, the muck, the dirt off the pots and plates, they stick to the glasses. It's as simple as that. But now they're telling me it's because they take water from the well. Because I had to go. Ed's not watching now, but I had to go to ask some senior managers. They were outside the shop, and I had to go at them, and they're coming up with fucking bullshit excuses as well. Oh, cool! I want to see a photograph, especially of the that Mexican thing that I can't see. Oitz Zolitz Quinzel. Now that's what you're calling it, dog breed. the other day, I used to have a Italian Greyhound, and I saw this dog come out of this apartment with the guy that was walking it, his young master, and it was a cross between an Italian Greyhound and a Cavalier, but it was because I thought it looked different because it had a very brown coat. But he wasn't very friendly. Okay. So I think today I've got some house wiring, and I think I'll take it, and remember I've got about 20 kilos, that's about 5,000 yen. Also, your dog is, I imagine that it was a small dog, so it's a big dog. J-Vlog, did you see I did a video of some Newfoundland dogs. Did you see that one? They were like, because I was going to the yard and I was giving them biscuits. And then the third time I went back, it took me a while to get out of the truck. They started barking, and the dogs were salivated. No, I needed help, not the guy. Yeah, the nice dogs. One seems to have a bit of a problem. No, no, I just found him a hotel. So it was near the station, no, not too far from the station, and so it was a choice between a capsule hotel and a room. But a capsule hotel is about 4,000 yen, and but the capsule hotel usually has a shower or a cento, but this place doesn't. But it's a nicer room, and it was 6,500. And then he said, I'll stay 2 days. Of course you can wank in a capsule. So, but just don't groan too much. And so I got him. So when the girl said it was 7,500 for the next day, and I says usually in this type of hotel it's about 6,000 yen. But she was a trainee. Her mate came in, and so we got him this room. 6,000 yen, including breakfast, including tax for 2 days, or 6,000 yen each day. I learned from experience when I was a young man, don't masturbate in a caravan. I think I need some more food. Hey Orbits, how you going? Oh yeah, it's Sakura time in this area, I'm sure I've said before. I'm feeling good, Orbits, thanks. Very nice day today, really nice day. It wasn't forecast, and I think I'm going to stop listening to forecasts because they're not very good. No, they're not. They have, but they're not in full bloom, Cora, yet. It should be another few days. You know, by the end of the week, I'm sure they'll be very beautiful. Perfect timing. Last year they were like they bloomed too early, and it was finished for 3 or 4 days early. This lady's smiling at me. How are you? Oh, I said orbits. Orbits. Yeah. J-Vlog, is there any good Sakura? I believe there is, isn't there? J-Vlog is in Hiroshima, I think. J-Vlog, did you get rid of the wife yet? Oh, it's Nagasaki. I know it was one of the bomb places. Oh, it's not Nagasaki. Sasebo City. Oh, I've got it completely fucking wrong, haven't I? Never mind. Yeah, well, if you ever come over to Nagoya, J-Vlog, give me a shout, mate. Yeah, so last night I met the girl that I knew from Uber. The girl that I know from Uber, she came in, I think maybe her boyfriend, very tall, very gregarious, ginger, to say probably the loudest person I've ever met in my life. But he was very, he was quite funny. And so I'll probably meet him again tonight, I think. Like I say, funny guy. It was like Jim Carrey, but Jim Carrey on drugs. I'd say, so this Japanese teacher came in with his students, and he was a bit drunk and a bit loud, and he was showing off. And these Japanese, so these Japanese students, they say to this American guy, this tall American guy, he said, "Can you speak Japanese?" And so this American guy goes, "Yeah," and in a very, very loud voice, he goes, "Ohayo gozaimasu," but it's really, really loud. It was very, very funny. And I did suggest that he should do stand up, and he said he said I wasn't the first person to suggest that. I said, but don't do it anywhere near me. Good morning, sir. Wow, fuck, I don't know, a few months. It's like simple stuff. But I was going to school, so like I was going to school 4 hours a day for the first 4 months. Hello, who's this? Hey, thank you, Io. A lot of loves there, thank you very much. I love that. So last night, you should watch the hub from last night. I think it's up there. And I met this young girl. So this young girl comes in to the hub in Fushimi, and she sits next to me and John. And she puts her bags down, and then she goes and gets a drink. Something. I hope she drinks, but she's small, and she looks like a teenager, but obviously she's not. And then after chatting to her, she had 3 months in Brighton. Now looking like this, you cannot go into a pub anywhere outside of Japan. And she gets a drink. She's got like a salty dog and a gin and tonic, a small one, not a giant one. And she's and I thought, this is my kind of girl. And she was talking. She was very friendly. She was talking on the hub on the live stream. So please watch this live stream. Charming girl, and and she's going. She's going to Tokyo. She's just packed a job in at the airport. She's going to. Apparently, she left the plane on the runway, and that was it. She said, "Piss off, I'm finished." And she's going to Tokyo to see her sister. Anyway, so when she was going, I said, "Oh, give me a kiss," and she kissed me She kissed me, and then I was opening the door for her, and she thought, and I missed my chance. She was leaning in for another kiss. Oh my God! And I never even got a contact. Oh, I don't know. Is the one near you, J-Vlog? There's a charming girl. So I hope she gets fired in Tokyo and comes back to Nagoya. And she's, like I just showed on my YouTube channel, the Hello Kitty getting battered. Well, I hope so, yeah. There was some kind of conflict going on there. And I remember there was a, you've never used the word hub. Well, without being a pub, it's like, it is a word, you know. I think you should really increase your vocabulary, J-Vlog. Yeah, well, they, oh, cheers, Corey. Yeah, well, they're usually in larger cities, so just type in hub in your city, Sasebo. Yeah, no, but there's the hub, for example, for like a centre for the hub for like a distribution depot, something like that. And I think if you have like an airport, for example, when you're flying all over the world, in the middle America, it's called the hub for people that are transferring from one country to another. Yep, and the hub cap. What about Americans or Canadian, North Americans? Don't they say hubba bubba, something like that? Do only trips planned? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, no, because of my car situation. So this is why yesterday, when John came and he helped me in more ways than one, and like I said, oh dear. So I wanted to go to this yard that I go to, take all this wire and steel, and he didn't. So we managed to get the job done. The hubba bubba, yeah. Hubba bubba. Is that Siggy? Is that a very old one? Does it go back years? That hubba bubba. Ah, okay. The hubbub. Yeah. See, I'm not only doing a live stream. I'm teaching as well. Yeah, there was one, I can't remember what it was now. There was like a round pink one, and then there's also, what do you call that? That was it, a chewing gum with that? Was it Joe or something? There was like a little cartoon with it. And I remember a joke. I remember they used to have like a joke with each bubble gum, and I remember one of these jokes. And the joke was Bazooka Joe. Exactly, Bazooka Joe. And one of these jokes was, one guy says, "Why is your dog howling?" He says, "Because it's lazy." He said, "Well, dogs don't howl because they're lazy." He said, "Well, it's sat on a tyke, a pin. It's sat on a tyke, and it's too." And it's sat on a tyke, and it's too lazy to move off the tyke. I remember that joke. Yeah, I remember, Siggy, I remember the name Bazooka George. I can't remember what the shape of it was. Yeah, I've never. Oh, bloody hell. Hey, Wingbo, been a while. Very good. Still have. I had a great day yesterday, so I'm in a good mood. I got up as I went to bed. Yes, so and people noticed that I am a snazzy dresser last night. I made a video how to make girls laugh, and in England we have some soft chew. Oh, I'm getting fucking old now, and it's a black piece of chew, and what I used to do when I went out, I used to have like this black piece of chewing stuff. It wasn't bubble gum; it was chewy stuff, and I'd just like get a piece, and I'd put it over one of my teeth, and then when like a girl was looking at me, or vice versa, I'd like open my mouth and smile at her, and then they would laugh. Because it looks like you've got a tooth missing. So I don't. You must have something like this, for example, like licorice or something like that. Talk about laugh. I don't know. Have I got any musicians? Because like I said, I want to do some busking. I want to start. I want to get in there, but I want like a personal amplifier. Because I've got some amplifiers, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if they'll work. So I want like an amplifier with like a microphone, so I can just sing into that and carry it. Oh, you mate, you're making Sheffield look bad. Shut up, cunt. So, were you part of the band? A portable karaoke. That's a good idea. Cheers, Yakati Smakati. Look, Sheffield's a very good place. I like Sheffield. I love Sheffield, and I think that Sheffield has great people. They're very friendly. Apart from the arsehole that made that comment. Okay, Tyrannical, I'll accept your apology. Now, when Tyrannical, so you reminded me something there. So when you know T-Rex, it was a band. I think Mark Bolan, but this guy in our pub who I smacked once, he had like on his arm here, he had T-Rex, but it was close together, so it looked like Trex, and Trex was like a lard of the day. Yeah, I sing at people in pubs. I don't. You remember when you watched? You remember when you watched old-time musicals, and then all of a sudden they'd be walking along, and all of a sudden they burst into a song, and everybody says, "That's not real life. No one ever does that." And I actually did it in the Red Rock one day. I just started singing. And like that fashion, we're mentioning that, and then another guy joined in, and then the other guy was like, he froze. He said, I can't do anything like that. But I don't know. I've seen all kinds of Tuanas. Yeah, and usually bouncers are the biggest wankers. I once ran up to, I went up to this pub and this would-be bouncer was on the doorsteps and he was trying to be tough, and when I just looked at him and I didn't move, or I wasn't put off by his fucking whatever he was trying to do to scare people, and then they wouldn't let us in because this fucking wanker was scared. I wasn't going to do anything, but I was just showing I wasn't put off by this tit. And then just because of that, he wouldn't let us in the fucking bar. Tossers. But you said drinking song. A drinking song was the A Long Way to Tipperary in Das Boot. That was a great drinking song. Now, not very often you see a very tall Japanese lady. She's quite tall, yeah. Yes, Tyrannical. I am at Gusto. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you're in Japan. Gusto is a national chain, and they got all kinds of. They own like all kinds of types of restaurants. So I'm guessing there may be 1,500, 2,000 restaurants, all different types. And this restaurant is the cheapest, so you can get all J Vlog, who's on this stream as well. So we go in and it's like the cheapest thing for a cup of tea, a boiled egg, slice of toast and a slap is 320 yen, and you can't argue with that, can you? And if you have another slice of toast, which I'll order, so if you like a slice of toast now, which is a recent thing, you can have another slice of toast for $1, which is pretty decent of them. There is one, I'll just show you. That woman's just bent over in front of me, she's enticing me. Oh my God, I'm getting excited. There is one, the glasses are disgusting. And like I said, I was slagging off two senior managers, and they said they blame it on the well water, because Pam, what you make of the site. And so they're blaming it on the water in the well. I said, well, if there's water in the well, fucking use it, clean them by hand. Simple as that. And I says, if they're still the same, this week, I'm going to go over your head, it's going to go to your bosses, and I'm going to do newspapers, and then I'm going to fucking burn the place down. How'd you like that? A slap, not a slab. I think if you had a restaurant where you included a slap in the service, I think it'd be very popular. If the slap was given by a young girl with small hands, or President Trump, small hands. Yeah, that's funny, Corey. Yeah. Well, I think in the day, maybe the water was expensive, and people the place that used to be opposite my place, they had a well, and so I guess it was a lot cheaper to drill a well than pay the water rates. When there was a water shortage in 1994, before we came, the summer of 94, we got married in November. Tyrannical, you can be with me or again me. That's a phrase I put up for. That's a phrase I took from George Bush, or he took from me. That's a tall girl again. She's all right. And that's why I insist they should wash the glasses. Yeah, what do I drink? Normally I drink recently gin and tonic, Kirin beer, tequila, wine, all sorts really. Tyrannical, no one uses that. You jive turkey, no one fucking uses it. What films have you been watching? Yeah, well, when you come to Japan, Sergey, you can get a gin and tonic for 270 yen at happy hour, a jumbo. During the summer, I just wait for winter. That's what I do in the summer. Summertime. And the weather is easy. Is that right? You dance to some Prince. That's like in America, but usually in England, Prince is what we call dog. Is what a dog's name, and also Rex. But then Rex also means is a word for king. You'll have to make a fishing video, J-Vlog, when you do it. So I left, it's coming up to the same, I left England at 29, then I went back for a year when I was about 34, got married, came back. So I've been 30 years in England and about 27 years in Japan. I've got 2 years missing there, haven't I? Fucking hell. I came back to, so I've been constant in Japan now since 1994. So that's 28 years, maybe 28 years altogether, something like that. 28 years in Japan. So it must be more than 30 years in England. Go back, do you mean go back to England or come back to England? Are you in Japan, Tyrannical? So if you're in England, then you should say come back to England. You're going to feel my... Yo, Gary, you da man. On Monday, it is Monday already. I'm going to fuel your channel. I don't know what that means, but if it means putting money in, thank you very much. Tyrannical, is your forefinger getting tired on the fucking keyboard? Or are you using a prodder strapped to your head? Oh, April Fools, there you go. That's my... today, fuck yeah. Is it? Shit. Oh, I forgot, yeah. That is my dad's birthday and my auntie's birthday from the other side of the family. April Fools, yeah. Forgot about that. Did anyone else forget about that, apart from, who was it, Where to Go? Yeah. And the end of this month... Oh, okay, so you're not... Okay, mate, so you're not English. Where are you from, mate? When they say Whitehall, London, usually Whitehall is like a civil service place. But I don't know, probably the same area. Oh, okay. Oh, so you went out on Sunday previous to her birthday, yeah? Because you're still on 31st of March. Oh, cool. Go anywhere nice? Arigato. Just getting myself a cup of coffee. Alright, cheers, vlog. Thanks for popping in. Oh, cool. Sounds good, that. Polynesian Mexican place. Ooh, I'd like to go there. Cheers, vlog. Thanks, pal. So what I usually do, this is wow, that's a trip, isn't it? More to more, Michael. So I've just asked for another piece of butter. So one is for the toast, and one is for the, have you had a butter coffee? Yeah, even in England, mate, we don't understand what. Thank you. Even in England, we don't understand what people say from Newcastle. So, for example, so Ganiyem means going home. Wai, that means yes. And as an English comedian once said, that if you're in Newcastle, sorry, bye Siggy, thanks love, Colin. So if you're in Newcastle, they think that if you wear a coat in winter, it means you're gay. Well, open your fucking ears then. Just listen, pay attention. You know something? I know some people from Phoenix, and one guy, I know 3 people from Phoenix in this area. 2 are musicians, one's a cook, very nice people. And they said to me that one guy said to me that, do you think they're okay, the people from Phoenix? And I said, yes. He said, yeah, and he was proud, like I am, that people from Sheffield and Phoenix, we have the same opinion, we're nice people. But Tyrannical, you seem to be running against that. That is butter. Anyone else have butter coffee? It's supposed to be good for your metabolic system. Oh, okay, yeah. So I've heard that was popular as well. So are you on keto then, Tyrannical? Extra hell for the butter. In Japan now, what is popular is butter chicken curry. This you can put the butter in place of sugar, or maybe I'll put some sugar in as well. The only bed that I want to get her into would be like fucking covered with roses. Yeah, she's a horrible person. She's got teeth missing. Ed Dinoy. To use an old phrase, Ed, I would shag it with yours. that that gummy feel. Yeah, butter. Yeah, lump of butter in the coffee. Oh, did you watch last night, Ed? Yeah, very nice girl. I wish I wish she was staying in the guy. I think I thought maybe she was getting drunk because she was a bit nervous of. She was a bit nervous about going to Tokyo. Oh, good. Well, give us a shout out then. Go to my channel and I'll give you a shout out. Mention your video. It's not as effortless as it seems. Yeah. See what? Hey Ed, I got a kiss off her. Shit was always on my mind. Yeah, good man. That's tyrannical. It's gonna party. No shit. When I lived in Tokyo, there was a bar near the barracks, at the edge of the barracks, called Georgia. We had to go. Thanks for dropping in. Cheers, pal. Yeah, have you ever seen this woman? Next time I'm gonna start whistling. When she comes downstairs, I'm gonna take a video of the old bow. She's an awful, awful woman. Now, I didn't tell you this before. My neighbour over the street has cats. He puts food out for these cats, and she took the trays what he was putting the food on, and she put the fucking trays in my entrance. That's not a euphemism. She put the trays where I live, trying to cause trouble between me and the other neighbour. That's what I could do is set the video up, start whistling, and Bob's your uncle. But she didn't call the police. She said, I'm going to call the police. I said, dozo, but she didn't call them. Why is she doing this? Because she's a cunt. Yeah, I think it is, yeah. Maybe. Frank, you're fucking irritating me now. Look, I want to kill the woman. And I don't mean shag her to death. Yeah, I think Frank would like that actually. So there's this certainly is Frank. So there's this Irishman, this Englishman, and this Scotsman, and their plane crashes in the fucking middle of Africa, and they're grabbed by this tribe. Yeah, of course. Why would I do that, Ed? I want Sire. And so they land in the middle of the jungle, and this tribe grabs them, and they like tie them over barrels, and they so they said so they said to the English guy, he says, do you want Bujumbura or do you want death? And so the English guy goes, well, death's pretty fine, so I'll have Bujumbura. And so all the tribe, they like fuck him up the arse. So he says, the next guy, he says to the Scotsman, he says, what do you want, death or Bujumbura? He says, well, yeah, I'll same as him, have Bujumbura. So all the tribe like fuck him up the arse. So they said to the Irishman, he said, what do you want? He said, well, I've just seen what they did. And he goes, I prefer death. And the chief goes, death by Bujumbura. Ed, you're like 70 years old. There's no way that you are a stayer. Oh really? Okay. I'm sure it was born of that joke. Yeah. I know what. I don't. I have never watched it. That Futurama. Is it funny? She's at Amazon, or is it an Amazon? Yeah, but I hope that's a good thing. Shit, today's the nicest day in ages. Oh. Do I have any hobbies? I've done all sorts of mates. I used to do 10-pin bowling, skiing, judo, football. Chess, crosswords. When I was teaching, I used to like do the crossword on Japan Times crossword on the train. Gaelic football, no. I'm sure that the only place that they play that is in Ireland. Yeah, that Gaelic football and the Australian game, a similar version. Yeah, they they look like pretty hectic games. Oh really? Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, Yeah, I've seen a film on that. There was a really good film on Gaelic, on Australian rules football. Very funny. And one of the players, or one of the main characters, he was like leading some people up, that pretending that he'd been taking dope, and he was telling these wild stories and tricking these judges, whoever. Yakety smackety. Well, are you from London, mate, or Australian? Oh, okay. So, can I, yakety smackety, can I ask, do you drink a Guinness outside of Ireland? I haven't been to Ireland, no. I've been to Scotland and Wales, but not to Ireland. Is there any food? Because I'm guessing that most of Britain eats the same food. Is there anything that they eat in Ireland that we don't eat in the rest of Britain? Because I'm guessing that you love beans on toast and roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. Black pudding, yeah, we eat that in here. Well, I think most of it's made in England. You know, in Yorkshire and Lancashire make black pudding, but I only eat that if it's with a English breakfast. Oh, really? Now, someone commented on one of my videos the other week, or it might have been like a live stream, that parts of Ireland, his town, they were like giants. Do you know this town? He said the average height was 6'2", or was that just a bit of blarney? Oh yes. So if anyone's watching and they're not just dropped in, please click the notification bell so you get when I put videos out. I've got a few